Cynthia, the martyr Harrier of World War II, vanished into thin air. No trace of her remaining except for a handful of grainy photographs and memories of those who once knew her. But who was she? And why do so many people believe that she might still be alive today? Join us as we uncover the truth behind one of history's greatest mysteries. Amy Elizabeth Thorpe was born in 1917 in Shanghai, China. Her father was an American and her mother a Russian aristocrat. When Cynthia was just 4 years old, her parents separated and her mother married a British Army officer. Thus began Cynthia's unusual upbringing. She grew up on army bases in India and Hong Kong, learning the ways of the world's most powerful men. By the time she was 18, she was fluent in English, French, German, and Russian. She could ride a horse like a man and shoot a gun better than most, but it was her looks that set her apart from the rest. Men who met her agreed on two things. She was one of the most beautiful women they'd ever seen, and her exotic beauty was tinged with something dangerous. They called her the Mata Hari of World War II. After graduating from a secretarial college in England, Cynthia returned to Paris, where she had spent part of her childhood. There she met a British diplomat named Francis Durham. He became her lover and introduced her to the world of international espionage. Soon, Cynthia was recruited by MI6, Britain's foreign intelligence service. At first, she was used as a courier, delivering messages between London and Paris. But her superiors quickly realized that Cynthia was more than just a pretty face. She was smart, quick-witted, and fearless. Plus, she knew how to use her sexuality to get what she wanted. So they sent her on her first mission: steal the German military attaché's codebook. She made several attempts, but was unsuccessful each time. However, her luck changed when she met a French resistance fighter named Paul. Together, they managed to sneak into the attaché's office and steal the book. Cynthia had proven herself to be a capable agent and was soon promoted. Her next mission was to seduce and blackmail a Vichy official into giving her the location of a secret weapons factory. Once again, she succeeded where others had failed. Over the next few years, Cynthia became one of the most successful spies of the war. She reportedly helped the Allies crack German ciphers and gathered intelligence on some of the most important Nazi leaders. She also worked closely with the French resistance, helping them carry out sabotage missions behind enemy lines. It was during this time that she earned the nickname Cynthia, a play on the name of the Dutch exotic dancer who had been executed by the French for spying for Germany in World War I. But despite her success, history has all but erased Cynthia from the public record. Very little is known about her personal life or what happened to her after the war. There are conflicting reports about when and where she died, if she even is dead. Some believe that she was silenced by British intelligence because her methods were too scandalous to be publicized. Others say that she simply disappeared, having lived a long and happy life under a new identity. Cynthia's story is a reminder that there are still many mysteries left to be solved in our world. And it also reminds us of the often forgotten contributions of women to the war effort. While Cynthia may have vanished from the public eye, her legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of those who remember her. As the war in Europe wound down, a sense of anticipation filled the air. Victory was near, and with it, the promise of a new beginning. For Cynthia, however, the end of the war brought with it a different kind of uncertainty. Her work for MI6 was done, or so she thought. What happened to her after the war remains a mystery. Some believe that she was silenced by British intelligence because her methods were too scandalous to be publicized. Others say that she simply disappeared, having lived a long and happy life under a new identity. Whatever happened to her, Cynthia's story is a reminder that there are still many mysteries left to be solved in our world. And it also reminds us of the often forgotten contributions of women to the war effort. While Cynthia may have vanished from the public eye, her legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of those who remember her. Behind every great spy, there are always secrets. Do you know any more about Cynthia? Share your thoughts below. Also, did you know that there were a lot of female spies during World War II? A lot of their stories have been forgotten over time. We made a video about the most beautiful female spy you haven't heard about before. Check it out. Thanks for watching.